I actually have some bad news.
Oh gosh. What is it?
It turns out we're not the only podcast.
We're not?
No, there's tons and tons of other podcasts. It seems like everybody has a podcast nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, there's Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, that
There's
guy.
hold on, I have a list. I always have a list. Chuckles Sandwich, that's a podcast of like some YouTubers. Very Really Good is a podcast. Crime Junkie. There's even a local podcast here in Crockett.
There is?
Yes, it's called Well Watered Ranch Wives. So that's fun.
That's a lot of alliteration.
Well Watered Ranch Wives. Yeah, it's like a Christian based thing, and like each episode they go into like Christian beliefs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Which it's very cool. It's very interesting. But that's not all. It turns out we're not the only coffee talk either.
We're not?
No. There was, I think originally there was an SNL skit, a Saturday Night Live skit called Coffee Talk.
Oh.
And they would go like coffee talk. in
Coffee
it.
talk.
That's right. And then there's another podcast called, I think, Kayla's Coffee Talk.
Dang.
So we're gonna have to get her on one of these episodes
Yeah,
someday.
we gotta bring her on.
I feel like I should ask where's Steve?
Where is
Steven?
Steve?
That is a good question.
Yes.
That's a good question to start off with. We haven't even.
He's actually this jellyfish right here.
He
If you
is?
Look,
Oh,
he's
really?
the
He
pink
turned
one.
into a jellyfish?
Really?
Yeah, he's just kind of floating around right now.
Huh. He's just. Well, I thought I saw him get kidnapped this morning whenever I was coming up here to get set up. I thought.
Kidnapped. Like,
yeah.
White van and everything.
I think it was like a. Yeah, it was a white van. I
Were they
think.
giving out
I could be wrong.
candy?
Or like a black van. No, I saw like a bunch of kids from band
Oh.
like in there.
Oh.
They were all. It was like 7 of them in the back seat. It looked like a clown car, really.
They must have trapped him with the idea of new instruments.
Yeah, new instruments. He really needed that new mouthpiece, I guess.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's always the reeds.
Speaking of reads, today Isabel is going to be reading us a bunch of questions on Coffee Talk Podcast. But first,
So we good.
we need to drink our drinks. And we made a drink for Steven, but he didn't show up. So we're doubling up this time instead of Steven. We have lemonade. We both have lemonade this time. And we both have a coffee. I have a iced mocha because one of Steven's biggest arguments was, well, Frappuccino is not the same consistency as an iced tea or an iced lemonade. So I made an iced coffee this time. And I also have a watermelon lemonade. And what do you have?
Over here, this lemonade is, was it blue coconut? Blue
yes.
coconut. And then a cookies and cream coffee, which has an actual Oreo on top of it.
That's cool. Yeah. Would you like to try yours first? Or we could take turns. You could do lemonade, coffee.
Let's start
Top
with
top?
lemonade.
Lemonade? All right.
Blue coconut. That's really good.
Really?
That's like really good.
What would you rate it?
That's like a solid 7. I would say.
7, really?
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
It reminds me of a snow cone.
And I'm gonna start with the watermelon lemonade. I can do this now. It actually mixes very well together. I'm gonna say 7.5.
Oh,
Out of
okay.
10.
That's a big one.
Yep. All right.
All right. So, cookies and cream coffee with an Oreo. Whoa, I got like a lot of the cookies and cream.
Really?
up off the
Yeah, it's all
bottom.
at the bottom there.
It is really good. It's like really chocolatey.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably like I don't want to say the same score you did, but I probably gave it a 7.5.
That's fair. Okay, and last but definitely not least, the iced mocha. You know, it's not bad, but I think mocha, for me personally, it's either mocha or vanilla is like right down the middle.
Yeah.
So I gotta say a 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 10. So Isabel, would you like to start us off with a question?
Yes. Okay. So, in your free time, are you more likely to listen to a podcast or music?
I would probably say more music for me.
It depends on what I'm doing, I think. Because if I'm like doing the dishes, I'll probably put on a podcast. But if I'm writing, I'd get distracted on the podcast. So I'd probably play music, you know?
Yeah. If it's like a long car ride, I'd probably listen to a podcast. But like in everyday, probably just music.
That's fair.
Okay, a little bit of a follow-up to this. What is your favorite podcast?
That is a tough one.
Actually, oh dang, I forgot. Actually, no, it's called popcorn culture.
Really?
Yeah,
What is it about?
it's these two brothers, Ben and Jay. They're just talking to each other about their lives. I don't know.
Do they have interesting lives, or are
Well,
they just like,
they're
I went
like-
to the grocery store?
Well, they're YouTubers also,
Mm.
so they talk a lot about. I don't know. It's a bunch of random stuff. It's hard to describe.
I'd have to say my favorite podcast would be Coffee Talk's my favorite podcast.
That's a good answer.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Kind of delving more into podcasts. Do you listen to more informational or just entertainment? Because I listen to information. I listen to people like Huberman and stuff.
Probably definitely more entertainment.
Entertainment, definitely, yeah.
What is the scariest thing you've done and why did you do it?
Scariest thing I've done? Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay.
Have to think about it.
Well, this is going to be kind of like a confession as well as like a story, but
Okay, secrets.
it turns out that I was the one kidnapping all the band kids.
Whoa, big turn of
Yeah,
events.
I
Yeah.
know.
How did that come to be?
Steven wasn't a coffee person. I had to get rid of him.
Does that mean I'm next?
Are you a coffee person?
Going off the last episode was kind of 2 against 1.
The thing about that, though, every argument that y'all had against coffee, I also had a comeback for, and vice versa.
True,
So
true.
it was very hard to like pick one or the other.
I guess mine's kind of a basic one. I mean, I've been ziplining before. First time was really scary.
Yeah.
I was super nervous, and we were like 20 feet off the ground. It wasn't even that bad.
It's all right.
You know, I think I just thought of something. I forget how old I was. I think I was in 4th grade. Me and my parents had this season pass to some water park, and we would go there all the time. And one day we were in the lazy river, me, my mom, and my brother, and I asked if I could swim ahead, and she said no. And then I did it anyway, and I got lost
You're
for
a
like
little
an
troublemaker.
hour.
That makes sense.
At least an hour. It was horrifying. And I remember I like swam up to one of the guards, and I was like, I lost my mom. Can you help me? And he said no. He literally said no.
Isn't that
Keep
their job?
swimming.
Yeah, it
Literally,
is.
he had those glasses on and everything. He was just like, and I just like helplessly like
Just slowly
Floated.
floated away.
Yeah, that is scary.
yeah.
Dang, that's a bad lifeguard.
Yeah.
Are you superstitious about anything? Knocking on wood or picking up a thing?
Interruption.
Continue.
Okay, restate the
Okay.
question. It's about
So-
like you got interrupted.
Are you
Sorry.
superstitious about anything? So like knocking on wood, picking up a penny that's heads up, things like that.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm like serious about it. I think I'd more just do it as like a joke. But you know, don't split the pole. That thing,
Yeah.
I will do that on purpose to not split a pole, just cause. I don't know.
What?
You've never heard somebody say like, "Don't split the pole"? Like,
No.
When like 2 people are walking together and there's
Yeah.
a pole, you don't go on opposite sides of the pole.
No.
I'm
sorry.
That's a thing. I don't know.
Huh.
It's
Don't split
weird.
the pole.
Or like the knock on wood, I will do that, but I don't really believe it does anything.
Yeah.
It's just wood.
Yeah.
So there's nothing like break a
I
mirror.
I
7
own a
years bad
black
luck.
cat. You've seen me open umbrellas
Okay.
indoors.
But like, well, that's different if you own one. Because the thing is that if a black cat passes you while you're like walking or something, it's a bad omen.
But it's just a kitty cat.
It's yeah.
It's cute.
So you don't believe in anything like that? 7 years bad luck
don't
for
think
breaking
so.
a mirror.
I mean,
or-
I broke a mirror when I was like 7. I'm going on strong. I didn't have any bad luck.
Sorry, that was like a lame one because y'all have no superstitions.
Do you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I feel like a little. I'm not too serious about it.
About what?
About like superstitions in general, like the general ones that everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta take them at heed. So if I see a black cat and passes me, I like watch out the next few days, make sure there's no bad luck coming up, or like even things like superstitions could be like readings. And wild thing, I had a friend and she read me. Literally everything that she read happened to me. I was like, no way. That actually like surprised me. I was like, what? No way that you told me that last week and it did happen in the next week.
Was it like a card reading?
Yes, a card reading.
Well, I've had like my palm read before, and it was kind of accurate.
Yeah.
So I will give you that.
But like, I feel like there's DNA, or like if you're like constantly working out and stuff,
Yeah.
you'll get like
Yeah.
manual labor. You'll see those wrinkles in your hands earlier than if you just play video games all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
But you know what I just thought about?
What?
Okay, so I got this hoodie the other day, and on like the tag that it came with, the item number was 666. But that's not all. Today, I do like this diary thing on my phone, like just so that I can remember. Like if something ever happens, I can always look back and be like, "Oh yeah, guess what today is?
What?
Day 666 of me doing the diary." And you can even look here. The last one was 665. Don't look at what I wrote. We gotta sync the
Okay.
audio. We forgot to do that for the first time. This syncs the audio and the footage.
What?
Y'all never seen that?
No.
Like that's
Oh,
why
like
they
the
have the
little
clap
clip
boards.
thing?
Yeah, they
Oh.
use that to sync the audio and the video. And since most like YouTubers, they don't have a clipboard on hand, they just use their hands.
Is that why they go like, okay, everybody, welcome back to my channel?
Take one.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber that I watch, and he always starts his videos by going, "Okay, folks," and that syncs his audio up. And it's also like his intro. Before we keep going with the questions, I actually have a question for you. Do you have any local events coming up?
A lot of stuff going on right now, actually. Softball is starting up. We have a scrimmage next week, me and Isabell. And the girls' basketball team is actually doing really good. They're in 4th place, and they're heading to the,
Oh, wow.
the playoffs. Boys' basketball is in 1st place right now, actually. Yeah,
For state or just like local districts?
district.
Okay.
Yeah. And going back to softball, the girls' softball team and the boys' baseball team scrimmaged last week. It was a blowout. It was bad. Boys won.
What was the score?
I'm ashamed to say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Should I not say it? I'm not going to say
No.
it. Moving on. Tennis is practicing. Isabell, tennis. Yes.
Tennis is the best. You should join.
Little Dribblers, they've been playing every weekend. They're actually playing today in the gym.
My brother's a part of Little Dribblers.
I know.
Really?
He's so cute. I saw him play.
Really? You were there?
Yes, I saw him play at a game. Yeah.
Are they doing
What
good?
game?
It was the last game, cause I went there to go see my cousin and he was playing. So
Yeah, he lost. But the game before his, it was like very intense. I'm not like typically a sports person, but watching the other Sandy's team, and I think it was Sandy's, Grapeland and Slocum that played. It was like neck and neck the entire time.
Really?
And the Sandys won. I think it was 14-12 or 12-10.
Nice.
Mhm.
So they're doing pretty good, you'd say?
That Sandy's team is. And the team my brother's on, their team isn't doing bad, but there is always room for improvement, you know.
Yeah.
But like I
Makes
said,
sense.
it's not bad.
I feel like we should say that his brother is 7 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
Like-
makes sense.
And his team is full of younger kids.
Okay.
And, you know, the other Sandy's team is typically the students with more years of experience and are a little bit older.
Okay.
So, like, they've gotten a chance to get a feel for how the game is. And all the kids on his team are learning, like, what the rules are and how to play.
That makes sense.
So they're not doing bad for their age and how long they've been playing.
well,
I guess
I'm
is what
proud
I was
of
trying
them.
to say.
Proud of them all. So Steven's not here today. We discussed that.
Because he was kidnapped.
He was kidnapped
Yeah, he was
by
kidnapped.
Cohen.
Me.
But moving on, solo and ensemble events for band are happening today.
Today,
right
the
now.
same day he
Yes.
was kidnapped.
Weird
And he's in band.
coincidence.
And it was all
Weird
the band kids
coincidence.
in there. Oh.
Cohen, is there something you're not telling us?
You lying?
I might have another confession.
Oh.
This might be another one of those scary confessions.
Secrets. Okay.
I didn't not kidnap him.
You did not kidnap him?
No, I did not kidnap him.
So what did you do?
I did kidnap him.
So he's not kidnapped.
He he went to solo and ensemble.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So Steven is
Okay.
safe.
I kidnapped him and took him exactly where he needed to go at the exact moment he needed to be there.
So you were the bus driver?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Good answer.
Okay.
Just to clarify for anyone watching, Steven Streetman is
Is
okay.
okay.
Yeah, he's okay. He's at solo and ensemble.
Yes,
He
he
is
did.
fine.
Cohen did not actually kidnap him, along with the rest of the band. So which one is Steve doing today? Is he in solo or ensemble?
It's one event. Solo and ensemble is the event.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Sorry. I'm
No, it's
not
okay.
in the loop. Anyway, moving on. FFA is doing a lot as of recently. All the members that are participating in the CDE events this season just last week went to a contest. Everybody did really good. I know the team I'm on, land judging, we placed 3rd as a team. And home site did really good. I know we had vet med people, some poultry. I know they did pretty good. And next week, no, 2 weeks from now, there's actually a contest on Valentine's Day. Justin Ellington is supposed to be signing for football soon, I think next week. So
Yeah.
that's a
Really?
big thing. Apparently he's going to surprise everybody for which school he's signing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a
We'll
lot
have
of
to announce that
offers.
on the
Yeah.
podcast after he says.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Very,
really is.
must be.
And that just about wraps up
That wraps up.
news.
There is one more thing I would like to say about the events, and that's one act play. I had the dates a little bit mixed up. The 4th and the 5th is a Monday and a Tuesday. So the 4th and the 5th we're going to competition, and then the 3rd is that Sunday, and that's when we will be performing for the community. We don't have a time set yet, but we have the date. March 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We'll be doing one act basically back to back to back. So there's a portion that I want to kind of start doing for these first few episodes, and I want to kind of just tell y'all the statistics of how the podcast is doing, because I want this to feel like a personal connection between everybody on set as well as the audience. So within the first 3 days of the first episode being out, we have gained 24 subscribers, 94 total views, 11 total hours of watch time, which is really good, and a couple comments that I'm going to list off. Maximus Prime, sorry, says, I feel like this is going to be awesome. Westbound Marketing says, Soulshine is the bomb. Definitely is.
We agree.
Y'all did a great job. So if y'all want us to start reading your comments on the podcast, you might want to leave a comment.
Yeah, comment.
Put them in there.
Or we're going to have a Google form up, and it's going to be in the description of the YouTube video. It's basically asking y'all if y'all think coffee or tea is better, and it has I think it's 5 questions. So it takes 10 minutes maximum to, fill the form, and then we might go over that within the next 3 or 4 episodes, or in the next 3 or 4 episodes. So there's that. Or you can join our Reddit page, which is also going to be in the description of the this YouTube video. And we will also be doing polls and discussions and all sorts of stuff there. So definitely check that out as well.
What was the name?
The Reddit is Coffee Talk Community.
Coffee
No
Talk Community.
spaces, no capitals.
r/Coffee Talk Community. Also, we have a full list of places you can find us. Of course, YouTube and Spotify. We also have Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, and RSS.com community. A couple we don't have signed up is iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Pandora, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. But if you have Spotify or YouTube, it should be pretty easy to find us. But back to the questions, I think. I feel like now's a good time
Isabell,
to...
take it away.
What is your most used phone app?
I'm going to have to look this up.
You can see the screen time.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Hold on, let me look. So I'm not lying to y'all.
I'm going to have to say mine is YouTube.
Not to be super basic, but this week I have 11 hours for TikTok. Actually,
Only
that might
11?
not just be this week. That might have been, I don't know. I don't know how it's judging this.
Okay, so mine is Google for this week.
Google?
Yes, this week is 6 hours and 32 minutes.
Hold on, what are you on Google? What
Because
are you doing on Google?
I read on Google.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I'm just constantly on there reading. A genie gives you 3 wishes. What are they?
I
That's
feel
a
like mine would
really
be
tough
bad.
question. Like bad answers or just
Okay. If this is going to sound terrible. For one of the wishes, I would ask the genie to allow every blind person to see, every deaf person to hear, and every mute person to speak. But they have to pay a trial to me every month.
a trial?
A trial,
Like they have to
like a
pay you?
subscription
They have
to
to
hear
pay
and
you.
see. They miss a subscription 1 month. They can't see or hear
I
that
think
month.
I would not do that if I was disabled. Just saying.
Yeah,
I would
I'd be like,
rather-
you know what? I'm good. I'm
I would
fine.
But what if it was
rather
like
not be
$1? I feel like that'd be worth it though.
Well, if it's $1,
Yeah.
then well, I guess that would add up since there are a lot.
Yeah, that would make
lots
sense.
of people.
Okay,
But,
that's not
like-
bad.
Zipper just got
That's
stuck.
not bad.
But like most eye surgeries cost like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Thousands
Yeah.
of dollars even.
Like, if I could pay you $1 just so I could see better, even though I have glasses, because my insurance won't cover eye surgery because it's considered cosmetic.
Yeah.
Since I'm not, like, legally blind. So if I could pay $1 to not have to wear my glasses.
Okay, but if you are like actually fully blind, can eye surgery even
It's
do anything?
it's only a certain type, I
yeah,
think.
it depends.
That makes sense.
But I feel like the more reasonable price would be like $5 a month.
This
I
is
think it's
still
what I
not
would do.
bad.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not charging people like $50
Yeah, that'd be too much. That'd be like,
a month.
you know, I've thought about this before, and I've never been able to come up with an answer. Because I feel like if I say something for me, it's selfish. But if I say something for like the world, then I don't
Selfless.
get it.
Yeah,
then
it's
I
like
don't
kind
get
of
anything
like,
out
what's
of
the
it.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see, that's kind of like where mine hit the middle ground. It helps
Yeah.
everybody out.
But
It
then
also
you
helps
also
I
me
feel,
feel
I
out.
feel like mine is middle ground also because mine would be like, I would ask for like, I don't know, like $1 million. And I would, okay, but here, I would invest my money.
Just $1 million? If you could
Yeah.
ask?
Okay,
Why would you
some-
invest?
why
if
would
you
you
could just be
only
like,
get a
give me
million?
a gazillion dollars?
Give me all the money I
Okay,
could ever
okay.
possibly need.
Okay, so I would do something like that. Like I'd ask for money, but then, first of all, I would invest because it's just smart.
Is the
okay?
genie taxing you?
How about
And-
we
but
get rid
also-
of capitalism?
True?
Yeah.
Since then we won't need
Maybe
as
let's
much
become
money.
an internationalist society.
Let's get rid of billionaires.
But then
How
also,
about we do that?
Also with my money though, I would give it to charities and stuff. So I would do like half and half.
Yes,
Your
Cohen.
charity? Are you
I
charity?
think you're confused. If you invest your money, you can't spend that money while it's invested.
Well, not all of my money. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
gonna
then
invest
she
all of my
gets
money.
money out of the investment.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna
But
spend
at the same
all of my
time,
money in the investment.
You could just
why?
ask for more money and then invest that.
You
So
wouldn't
just make my
need-
3 wishes: money, money, money.
No,
one
just
goes
get,
to
like,
charity,
just
one
one
goes to
Just
money.
like
myself.
one wish, all the money you could ever want. Specify, ever want.
Why
not
would you say
need.
that? Why wouldn't you say, give me $1 billion?
If you wanted to do like big things, $1 billion, I feel like wouldn't go that far.
Really?
But like, I want a normal life.
what would $1 million do, though?
$1 million definitely wouldn't.
like,
do
I
very
want a
much
normal life though.
in this
A normal
day and
life?
age.
Yeah, like
if you
okay.
find a genie, what normal
You're
life
not
are you
gonna have a
living?
normal-
Okay,
life.
but like I mean like okay, like if I use up all 3 of my wishes, like after my wishes, I'm gonna live a normal life. Like so if I
Okay.
have $1 billion, okay, I'm gonna invest some of it. I'm gonna use it on my college life,
Okay,
okay, and help out my family.
so you wouldn't wish to be just like automatically educated?
I enjoy learning,
Okay.
so to me,
never
it's the learning process is fun.
mind. Okay.
Okay.
So, Isabel, what's the next question that you got for us?
Who is our sponsor today?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Today we are sponsored by Soulshine Brew and Bakery once again. They have given us some more delicious coffees that we've gotten to try on this set. They're all amazing. And since it's Valentine's season, your significant other is probably going to be wanting some baked goods, some drinks, and Soulshine has got you covered. Luckily enough, for the baked goods, Soulshine has everything from a teeny tiny cookie to a triple decored cake with a tiny cookie on top. You can message them and ask any questions that you might have on their Facebook page, Soulshine Brew and Bakery, or you can call them at 903-922-4162. Thank you again for sponsoring today's video, and any local companies listening, we are looking for sponsors.
Just put that out there.
Sponsors, please help us.
Please, we're desperate.
Anyways, back to the video.
My next question. This is a little bit of more of a sentimental one. What is your favorite family tradition and why?
We have one on Thanksgiving. We actually started this last Thanksgiving. At my grandma's Thanksgiving, we go there every day for dinner. I have every Thanksgiving for dinner. In the last 2 years, we've done like a bake-off where not everybody, but a couple people like bake something like a dessert. And we have these spoons that are the trophies. There's like a gold one, a silver one, and a bronze one for first, second, and third. Just saying, last year I got second place. But I feel like I should have got first. I think I got cheated out.
That's cute. Honestly, that's cute. Family tradition.
For me, it's gonna be less of a tradition, but more of just a family activity for like day to day.
Yeah.
That counts.
It would be eating together as a family. I think that's very important in a lot of families these days, like they don't spend the time, like 15 minutes out of their day just to get to talk one-on-one with their kids or with their parents or their family and just to see how they're doing, what they've been up to. I think that's very important.
I actually love that when I come to his house, when we eat dinner together. I love that.
Oh, that's
We all
sweet.
sit down together. I like that.
Thank you.
Good job, Cohen.
I would say mine is just like whenever there's a holiday or a birthday, once everybody's ate, we always sit down and we play dominoes.
Dominoes.
Just a
That's
classic
fun.
game of dominoes. What would your perfect meal look like?
Probably pretty basic, but lately I've just really been wanting a really good grilled chicken sandwich. Like a really good grilled chicken sandwich.
I know what.
Sorry, that just made me think of Landon. And
I was about to
McGriddle with
say
cheese.
that. I was about to say that.
Chicken McGriddle with cheese.
Every time. That's like his catchphrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a good chicken sandwich, like brioche bun, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And like tomatoes, and like a really good piece of chicken.
For me, let's see. We need to start with the appetizer here, I think.
Oh, you're going like the
Oh,
full
you're doing
course
full.
meal.
Okay.
Okay.
The appetizer would probably be something along the lines of, I'm going to go all over the place here. A good thing of chips and salsa, It's very
Classic.
It's
Okay.
a classic, yes. And then for the first course, it would probably be, I would say half of a thing of ramen. But
Just
the ramen,
half?
yeah, because I don't want to get filled up too quickly, you know what I mean?
Okay. What kind of ramen?
Oh, chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken
Okay.
ramen, yes.
Okay.
And there's going to be butter in there and like cheddar cheese.
So you're gonna like spruce it up.
And I'll put
Okay.
I'll put all sorts of seasonings on it. I'll put chicken bouillon. Is that how you say it? Bouillon? Chicken bouillon. I'll put Tony's on there. I'll put, I think it's called ranch, like
Ranch
Like a ranch
seasoning?
packet?
seasoning. It's not like a ranch pack. It's like actual ranch seasoning. And it's
Yeah.
very good. Curry powder. There's something called like lemon and pepper seasonings. That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
amazing on it.
That's a wild combination for ramen noodles.
That is
But
a
it's
lot
good.
of
It-
seasoning. for
Yeah,
ramen
If
but I
noodles.
never
you-
thought of that.
If
I'll have to take you up on that.
it has to be like the right amount because too much curry it's too spicy. That would be probably the first course, and then the second course, the main course, would be angel hair pasta. I love angel hair pasta with peas and a McDonald's spicy burger. And then for the dessert, it's gonna be Subway has this. I just saw this yesterday. They have a foot-long cookie.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
Have you
new.
seen them?
Uh-huh.
It'd be a foot-long cookie with like so a 6-inch cookie with Mardi Gras Bluebell ice cream, and then like 2 scoops of that on top.
Mine, I don't know. Maybe a good like home cooked meal. I would say my favorite would be like just chicken and dumplings, dude.
Ooh,
Chicken
chicken
and
and dumplings.
I forgot about chicken
But,
and dumplings.
okay, but listen. Some people do them different. We have their German chicken and dumplings because my grandparents and all that from German.
They're from German?
From Germany, from Germany. So we don't do the biscuits. It's not drop biscuits in it. It's like actual like noodles that
Like
they
actual
made.
Really?
dumplings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fascinating. Can we do something different? Okay, you ask Haley a question. I need to go blow my nose again because I am dying.
Just me and you, Isabel.
I don't know.
And Jackson, but you can't hear him.
Bye.
Bye, Cohen. Next question.
I feel like I should go take a spot. No, I'm playing.
Special guest, Jackson Daniels, Elizabeth.
Jackson, you want to go up there?
Sure.
Jackson Daniels will answer.
Now introducing our special one-time guest, Jackson Daniels.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hello, hello, hello.
I
No
think
more
both of
soundboard
y'all's-
person.
Yeah. I think both.
No more sound effects.
What's your favorite way to spend a day off?
Mostly just relaxing, not doing much of anything. Probably a lot of reading. Make some hot tea.
Yeah. Because tea's better than coffee.
Yes, it is. Don't tell Cohen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa,
Keep
whoa.
this away from
Oh,
Cohen.
do you disagree?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
hard. It depends on what time of the day it is.
I think
But we're not
it's-
getting into
no,
that
no, no,
again.
We're not getting into that.
I personally like to spend my day fishing or just sitting outside. I don't really read a lot. I need to read more.
And we are back.
If you found out today was your last day on Earth, what would you do?
I would do a lot of self-reflection, I think.
Yeah, like tying up loose ends.
I think so, yeah. Making amends.
Talking to people. I'd talk.
I would like talk to like everyone that I know and like make sure that the people that I love know that I love them, you know? Make sure that they like don't feel alone.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to make it a sad day though. I probably want to go out with a bang.
Yeah, like I would do
I
that
have a
first
question.
and then I would continue to do like things I want to do.
I have a question for this. Is it just I'm the only person that's dying, or like the whole planet? Because that definitely changed the tonal shift.
Yeah.
It does.
If it's just me, like if I found out I had like a terminal like cancer or something and that I was gonna die in 3 months, God, like that is wild.
That would be terrible.
compared to like the whole world.
Yeah.
The whole world, I would be like, come on, we all know we're dying. Let's do whatever we want.
I feel like if it was the whole world, it would probably turn into like a purge type situation.
Yeah.
Just because how people are.
But if it was just me, I probably wouldn't even tell. Like, if I was the only person that knew, I probably wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want them in the back of their minds to be like, oh, this is the last day for him.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't tell, but I would make sure I told everyone that I loved them.
Okay, but is it
Like,
like
that's important to me.
is it like 12 a.m. to 12 a.m.? Like
Yeah, you
night
could
to
do that.
night?
Yeah.
I'd probably end it outside
Yeah.
looking at the stars.
Yeah. Okay, that
Anyway.
was a little deeper question. Went a little
On a
deeper
more
than I thought.
happy note, Isabel, next question.
It's fine,
Do one
let's
of the
find a
silly
better one.
questions.
Do you believe in ghosts? And if so, are you afraid of them?
I feel like I feel like there's more than one answer for that, depending on who you ask. Because I've talked to people about this. I've heard a lot of different answers and theories about what people think. But me personally, I don't know. I think I do believe in ghosts. And I think I do believe that there's good and bad ghosts and spirits, you know?
I think this is also a question you kind of have to tiptoe around
Yeah.
to not like offend anybody.
Would you say there's a difference between a ghost and a spirit?
Yes. The Holy Spirit, I don't think is a ghost.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
good
not
point.
talking that
Yeah.
sense. I'm talking like in the funny, like, haha, horror sense.
I don't think they're exactly like that, as in like a jump out at you, boo type
Yeah.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the future there could be like a possibility for physical bodies to turn into more like ghost type things. Like if somehow civilization hasn't died out within the next 10,000 years, I feel like we would have found a way to phase through walls and just like not need our actual body.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing, I think it's called phantom atoms.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look it up. Where they're like atoms that randomly will just go through things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
that
like
is
there
the
isn't
thing.
something that stops them. Have you ever heard that thing where it was like if you tried punching a wall a bazillion times, one of those times your hand will phase through.
Yeah, because the atoms don't really touch each other. They're kind of
Yeah.
just
There's also like, we have like rays, which we're actually learning in chemistry right now.
we are.
We
yes.
we have our alpha, beta, and gamma rays, and like alpha rays, they can go through. I think it was like a thin piece of foil.
Ooh, yeah, gold
yeah, I
foil.
didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
but they can't go through like a piece of wood.
So yeah,
So it probably does just depend on the density.
the science behind it.
Yes, getting sciencey today.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I say I believe in ghosts. I think they're pretty cool. Like I just like them. They're cool. I'm not afraid of them. I think
I-
they're cool. I think there are like ones with evil intentions, and then ones that are just there chilling.
Yeah, I think they're a lot like people. There's good and there's bad.
Yeah.
I do have a weird like alien encounter story.
Oh, do tell.
I actually saw a crashed alien ship. I was walking in the woods. There were these big green guys, and they were just like, take me to your leader.
Okay, well, that's actually a good segue into the next question, which is, do you believe in any conspiracy theories?
Well, since we're talking aliens, yeah,
You believe in aliens?
absolutely I do.
Do you believe in aliens like the government is hiding from us? Or
Well,
they are there and nobody really knows what they are?
I do believe that, you know, the universe is unmeasurable in size. So to think that there are not any more forms of life out there is just kind of ignorant.
If there is other life sources out there, or life sources, would that be the right term for it? Like, if there was any more, any evidence of life anywhere else in the universe, I don't think that they are as sophisticated as humans. I think they would be more like animals,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that
That makes
dogs
sense.
or like
Well, on a smaller
Octopi.
scale, there have been bacteria found on other planets.
in, like water.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one court case where like there's a guy and he was like aliens are real, and then he brought in like a confetti like cardboard thing
Yeah.
of an alien, and then Congress was like, aliens are real, but nobody really cared.
'Cause I feel like their aliens are kind of like Bigfoot and stuff. You know,
Yeah,
like there's
okay.
apparent
Bigfoot-
sightings of them.
I don't
but they're
think
not
Bigfoot
for
is
sure.
real.
I
there.
don't think Bigfoot was ever real.
Yeah, I think it's just
I think
Like-
it's just like folklore.
Yeah.
Mostly.
If you look at the sighting, like if you look at a map of Bigfoot sightings around the world, 90 or maybe it's aliens. I think both actually. Most of them are in America.
yeah. There's like nowhere
Americans
else
just
but in
want to be
America.
special. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Go
Yes.
ahead.
For once he turns. For once. Yeah, I feel like Americans just eating special.
I feel like
But-
we just want attention.
Yeah, I agree. That is the biggest conspiracy of them all.
Absolutely.
Americans are
attention seekers.
They really
they
are. Like,
little Americans are pick me girls.
think about how much.
That's a good way
No,
to put
because
it.
think about how much like cultural assimilation we've had in America.
Oh, so
like-
much. Did y'all hear about the thing that happened at the Miami Mall? Well, apparently, I don't believe it. I don't believe that it was actually true. But apparently, people are saying that there were like 12-foot tall aliens in the mall.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's probably fake.
I would think it was fake.
Yeah.
There's like a really, really grainy video from a helicopter.
Why are all the videos of like alien and
There's
Bigfoot?
yeah, they're
This
bad.
is
They're
2024.
We have good cameras now.
No, like,
and like
I mean, I
It's-
get that it was on a helicopter, but still.
you know.
they were probably using ultra HD 4K cameras. They
And
could
in the
zoom in like
video-
1,000%.
In the video, you can tell that it's like two people walking beside each other, but like these like conspiracy theory people, they're like, I think they make the video more grainy because they like zoom in as far as they can.
Yeah. A while ago, there was like the thing where like an alien walked across someone's driveway, and it was like an outside door like camera. The resolution was so bad; it was so grainy. It was like that could have just been a tall dude dressed up.
Are they using the
'Cause
only
it's just so
Nokia
grainy.
phone left?
Exactly. Like it was so
They're
bad.
using a relic.
I'm like, there's
probably.
no way it's 2024 and our outdoor cameras are that bad.
But also going off of that, I think a lot of the footage that people try to say is real is edited and like photoshopped
Yeah.
a lot,
I
and
think
people
so.
just try to
Yeah.
cause hysteria.
Because like depending on how good you are at editing, you can't tell. You can't like analyze
you can
the
make it
video
look
piece by
really
piece.
believable.
You don't even have to be good. You just need to have money as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's,
too.
like if you have $1,000, just spend it and say, "Here's $1,000. Make me an alien."
Yeah.
Have you seen those TikTokers that are like, "I am a time traveler
Yes, I
from
have.
the future"?
I
And
actually
they're like,
followed one of the accounts just to see how
Really?
fake I could tell it was.
I made a
It
YouTube
was
video
so
about
bad.
that on my channel.
You did?
There was like not like a full video, but there was a portion of the video where I talked
Yeah.
about like TikTok
Yeah.
time travelers. There was one he posted like fake time traveling videos. He was like, "The Xenu are coming," or something.
Yeah.
And then
Wild.
he was just like, "Actually, I'm just a normal high schooler." And he just started posting like pictures of him riding his dirt bike, or like videos of him riding his dirt bike.
A complete 180.
Yeah. You know.
But anyway, kind of on that same note of time travel, what do y'all think about The Simpsons?
I find that wild.
I think it's crazy. Do you know what we're talking about?
I
Like
know
The
that they can
Simpsons predicting stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've heard a conspiracy theory about that, where apparently it's like they're like it's secret people that are like adding these things into the Simpsons episodes and stuff to like laugh in the government's face to say like we know these things are coming out and what they're doing
Yeah.
before they happen.
Also, you have to think. Imagine, let's say I made a show with 50 episodes in each season. There's like 10 seasons, or The Simpsons has like 30 seasons at this
Yeah.
point, right?
Yeah.
So that's what. There is a lot of episodes. That is for
Yes.
sure. And let's say each episode I put 10 predictions in each episode, like subtle things. One out of every 100 has to come true, right? And they could be anywhere from a really small prediction to a really big prediction. But like anything that was a prediction that didn't come true, they're just like, well, that was just the way we put it.
That was just a part of the episode.
Yeah. And then whenever it's a prediction they get right, then they're like, we knew.
I don't know.
We
But
knew about the
also-
Xenu.
But
Okay.
also there's been like frame for frame videos that like from The Simpsons that happened in real life.
Yeah.
Like years later.
Hit us
Okay.
with one more question, Isabel.
I gotta give y'all a good question.
I have a headache.
Do you wanna look?
I'm not even gonna lie.
I think it's the lights.
Anything
must
that has
be.
a star, we've already done.
Oh yeah.
I have like a ring, like a permanent ring in my vision from lights.
What is your go-to coffee flavor and style?
Well, the one I make at home every time I make it, it's like this. It's like the Green Mountain brand. It's caramel vanilla cream or something like that, and I put like so much sugar in it.
It's healthy.
Oh, it's so good for you. It's
Get sugar
so
rush in
good.
the morning.
oh yeah, that's what you need.
You said coffee?
Yeah.
Probably a frappuccino. It could be negative 50 degrees outside, and I will still have a nice frappuccino. This is iced, but it still applies for the presentation.
Do you mean frappe?
What's the
I
difference?
think a frappe and a frappuccino are two completely different things.
I think they're the same thing.
Are you sure? Because I thought a
Yeah.
frappuccino. Oh no, I'm thinking of a cappuccino. My bad.
To me, it doesn't matter the style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just like a good classic caramel coffee.
Caramel.
You mean caramel?
Classic caramel, just
Caramel.
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 It's caramel.
Swine.
2 against 1.
Yeah.
So Steven
we
said
win.
2
Y'all
against 1.
are
We are the
unacknowledgeable.
We are the
okay?
majority right here, Isabel.
We are.
You've been beat.
Majority rules.
Yeah.
I think that's what Steven
I
said
think
last
maybe you
time.
should just learn proper English.
I think you should too, and know that we're right.
I'm right. Let me see.
We gotta have a whole conversation about
Hold
this
on.
some other
Hold
time.
on. I'm gonna get her to say it. I'm gonna get her to say it. I don't know how close this is gonna be.
Caramel.
We were both wrong.
Caramel.
No, you said
Caramel.
caramel.
You
I said caramel.
Caramel.
Yeah.
You did?
She said
Okay.
caramel.
Yeah.
caramel.
So we're all wrong. She's
I-
That's what
wrong.
You're wrong. Google is right. Google never
You sure?
lies.
Google
Are you sure?
is
Are you sure?
always right. Never not trust Google.
Let's listen to it one more time. Slow version.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Sounds like camel.
Sound like caramel.
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 So
But you said
we
L,
were both
not
wrong.
L. I think I said the same thing.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Look, okay.
Caramel.
Look, technically it says
Caramel.
that both
What are
ways
we doing
That
right
doesn't
now?
sound right either.
Look, it says both ways are right though. Honestly, I would love to like just spend hours talking like this. It's more fun. I feel like I should be on here more. Maybe I should become the co-host instead of Steven. No, I'm playing.
Isabel, it has
Steven
been a pleasure
Steven
having
keeps
you
getting
on today.
kidnapped.
Yeah,
Steven
if
keeps
he
getting
Steven keeps on missing. Hey, I'll fill in.
We missed you, Steve. Come back.
To summarize, coffee. That's what I said last time.
Yeah.
That's word for word. What I said.
I think a good summary is that we've gotten to know about you two main
have.
hosts. It's been fun.
we've y'all have gotten to know us on a more personal level so that we don't feel like strangers to y'all. So what I'm going to ask y'all to do is on the Reddit page, one of the questions that we're gonna have us like a whole thread for is tell us your most embarrassing stories. And then I would say on the 6th episode, we'll probably sort through those and then read them. So we get to know y'all a little bit better.
So we can be one big happy family.
That is exactly right.
Yay!
Okay.
We needed an extra second of it.
Thank you one more time, Soulshine Brew and Bakery, for sponsoring this episode. And we are looking for more sponsors. So if you are a businessman or businesswoman and you're looking to sponsor any Grapeland school event coming up,
Let us know.
we're here for you. Like I
us a
said, this is
call.
a family.
Yeah, please.
We need you. And also, thank you to Grapeland ISD and the faculty for letting us do
Yes.
this. And, ooh, sorry, I hit the table. For letting us do this and helping out with us and all the equipment.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
every week we should do a big shout out to Miss Flory for spending
Flory,
3
yes.
hours
Yes,
with
thank
us
you,
on her
Miss
day
Flory.
off. Yeah, we love Miss Flory.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Flory, for taking the time out of your days to come out here and help us make this whole podcast possible. It wouldn't be possible without you. So we really appreciate you being here. I feel like last episode we really glossed over the fact that Jackson's mother helped us put all of this together.
Yes.
It was supposed to be a joke, right? But we never specified it was a joke. She told us that we were supposed to put a little SD card in the soundboard so we could get it to run, and we didn't think about that. So whenever we said put this whole thing together, we meant
Put a SIM card in the soundboard.
Yeah.
she told us to put a SIM card in there.
Also,
have-
thank you to Cristi Bell for printing off all of our posters for us. Big thank you to her.
Yes.
And Miss Hamlin made the small ones for us.
On the flyers, most of them are at the school right now, but there are a few hanging up like at the bank, one at the co-op. That's the feed store, the co-op, and there's one at Soulshine Brew and Bakery. There's one at Crispy Crunchy, or they renamed to, I think, Market Street Deli. There's one at Market Street Deli, and there's somewhere in here there is some kind of error, and if you can find it, and where do they have to go?
Miss Hamlin.
If they go confront Miss Hamlin about the error and they guess it correctly, they will get some kind of mystery prize. Thanks for joining us on the Coffee Talk podcast. We will see you next time. Goodbye. Jackson, you need to hit a mean drum solo on this.